Welcome to Nitpicking Nerds Ranking Every Commander series.
This is our 12th installment. If you haven't checked it out, go check out the other ones. But we're covering numbers 320 to 291.
I am your host, Joe Cherries.
I'm your host, BZ, and that makes us the Nitpicking Nerds. And before we begin, this is a huge project. It's really cool. There's like 12 parts. There's going to be like 12 more. So just make sure you subscribe to keep up with all this craziness.
And besides, you want to be subscribed because our subscribers are 10% more likely to become Reed Duke's new lover.
Disclaimer, subscribing to the Nitpicking Nerds will not cause you to marry Reed Duke.
And who wouldn't?
I don't know how well that's going to bode for a 100% male audience.
They're all going to. Who would not want to have that Prince Charming marry them?
Reed Duke would not agree to this.
It's too late.
Well, shoot. Sorry, Reed. But if you want to know our criteria, no. We already talked about that in detail, and it's actually right here for your convenience.
Yep. Power, fun, artwork, coolness, uniqueness are the 5 things that we judged by, and all of them are subjective. Art is extremely subjective, extremely subjective.
That's the word subjective is objectively pronounced subjective. But we should probably get into it because there's a lot to cover. So let's rock and roll.
All night?
Yes.
Party every day.
No. Number 320, Tana the Bloodsower.
Bonus PowerPoint for being in
Partner. A partnership.
Partner is bonus 1 point in power. That's what partner gets you.
Right.
This guy, it's weird.
Girl.
I'm sorry. This girl can be suited up into like one army, hit, and then make your army go wide.
He wants you to go big and he wants you to go wide. I don't like the dual nature of it. Sapling Tribal, maybe? There's other commanders that pump up your team, so is that what they want you to do?
Right. Blood Pod is the deck that's played in
Tana,
series.
Timna, Blood Pod. I don't know if that's still a thing. I don't really follow that, and it doesn't really even matter in terms of power or anything.
I was just saying, I thought it was a deck.
Yeah. It's just, maybe. Maybe he still is.
I'm not too sure.
We ain't on the competitive scene, but we can say there's like no lore on any of the partners.
Yeah, there's not much lore. Kind of cool on the card. It's like petting a little big old sapling.
A little big old?
A little big old.
Pick one. Pick a lane, sir.
A little big old sapling.
Okay, who's next?
We've got Revels, Soul Tender. Speaking of partner bonuses.
This is our third partner in a row on the list.
Oh, yeah, this is our third partner in a row. This one, it's not as powerful as the last one.
But he is more shirtless.
He is, okay.
More shirtless than almost any magic card.
If you want to go to the art, let's talk about the art. Why does he have no features on his body or face? He's just the flattest in...
He looks like he's made out of clay.
Not even of clay. It looks like he's just the worst sculptor ever did it then. If he's made of clay...
It's really mean.
It's a really bad sculpture then.
That's so mean.
He has no detail.
I don't
That's
know.
not how you draw things.
Maybe it's based on something. Maybe he's based on a character who has no features. He might be, for all I know.
He's weird.
He leads people away from the underworld because he cares about them. He helps shows people the way back.
The weirdest thing about this card is like he gives you an anthem effect, but also is returning creatures from your graveyard, which suggests big creatures, which suggests not going wide.
It's just like Tana. Like, I want big creatures and little creatures.
Yeah,
What's going on?
I guess you could play stuff like Angel of Invention.
You could.
That works well in a deck like this.
That works both ways. I wonder if he's going to lead Elspeth back from the underworld.
That'd be cool. We'll see.
Maybe in the story.
To see.
We'll have to see. You know what else we'll have to see?
318.
Bantu the Glorified.
Well, I was saying it.
We both said it.
No, I said Bantu.
Emphasis.
Now the Makea gods are really cool. This is Alligator God, man.
It's a girl.
God girl.
Bantu is clearly a woman.
That is one that you cannot give me crap over.
I will. The funnier it is, the more crap I'm going to give you.
There's almost nothing telling me that character is a woman.
Bantu could be a plate of spaghetti, and you still wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah,
there's spaghetti in there.
I can't tell a normal crocodile's gender. I can't tell this one's either.
That's fair. Maybe she doesn't have the 1960s eyelashes, so she's like the cartoon eyelashes. Like, oh, that must be a girl rock or whatever stupid thing they animated.
Speaking of those gods, Hazoret has the facial features that are more feminine, but also isn't like completely ridiculously feminine. I don't know what they did.
I think Bantu is one of the coolest ones. Bantu remembers. I don't know if she remembers the whole time about Nicobolas, but she remembers at the end. And she tries to serve him. He's like, I don't even care about you. I literally don't care. You're dead.
Kill you all except for Hazoret.
Yeah. That's why Bantu's last reckoning is like, she's like, get out of my way. I'm wading through people to find Bolas.
Ugh. It's just us killing people.
And then she dies.
Poor thing.
How fitting.
These poor gods. The Amonkhet gods got shafted. This is
Big time.
This thing is pretty weak. It's a sack
Don't
outlet.
think the sack outlet is very strong. This is another Aristocrats commander, nothing special.
Yeah, it's a weak Aristocrats commander because it costs 2 for
But it
the
is
sack
indestructible.
outlet. 4/6 is not a good attacker.
Well, who cares about that? It's indestructible. It's an indestructible sack outlet, basically. That's all it is.
Ugh, the sack outlet that costs too much.
It's not free.
You just want those free sack outlets. There's a free sack outlet on this list.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, in a little bit. Coming in at 317, we have Grenzo, Havoc Razor. This is the less cool of the 2 Grenzos.
Definitely. Red for a 2/2. When it hits, you can goat something or you impulse draw the top card.
Thing that gives him, I think that 1 power legitimately comes from the fact that he doesn't have to attack himself to get his ability.
He has haste. Virtual haste. There's plenty of a million unblockable ways, Thopters, any nonsense like unblockable things like that.
Could probably play some 1-drops in this deck. I don't know.
You want to go big red ramp. I think you want to go hit with 6 creatures, get a bunch of things, play Mana Geyser, and then cast them all. It's cool. It's definitely fun. I just don't think it's very good.
Classic Mana Geysers.
Mana Geyser is such a good card.
It is very good. In a 4-player game of EDH, if all your opponents step up before your turn, you're going to be real happy.
They're at least all going to mostly tap out.
I've definitely had those turns where I'd make 25 mana win the game.
Tis a bomb. Moving on.
Do you want to move on? Because he's really fun. I wanted to mention how fun he was.
I think we got that.
Did we?
I thought I said that.
Maybe you did.
Double said it. Shall I? Voice of Plenty. She's number 216. 316.
She's number 216, 316, as BZ would say.
216,316.
So 7 on art. On this coming up. So 6, 7 are the numbers on art that we see a lot on this
Above
section.
average.
7 is, there's a lot of 7s on
7
this
is
list.
just good.
Yeah,
Most Magic art, I would say, is good.
Yeah, there's a lot of good Magic art, especially because we're getting into better commanders that aren't. Not to throw shade at old. We don't older art. There's not as good.
Older art is just worse. There's also,
In our opinion.
even nowadays, they put better art on the better cards, typically.
Sometimes they randomly put really good art on like a common that does nothing.
On important cards, though, I don't know. Spark Harvest has really good art. Commence the Endgame has really good art. Just important like story moments. I'm not 100% sure if that's canonical or we're just making it up.
Right.
Or it seems that way.
Either one could be that way. Shalai is the commander that she's good for going wide because she can Gavin to your whole team.
Also, Hate Bears.
She is.
Infinite Mana Outlet.
She's ends up being a lightning rod for removal.
Only because you have no other choice.
Yeah.
Who else are you going to target?
Well, yeah, that's what a lightning rod is.
Well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I don't know. It's a lot different if I can choose to kill everything, but I'm going to kill Elish Norn. But I don't want to kill Shalai.
Lightning rod doesn't give you a choice. It's a lightning rod. A lightning rod is it attracts lightning away from everything else. That is what a lightning rod is.
Yeah, but I don't want to be wrong.
Oh, okay.
So let's just have that not happen.
Okay, so BZ's right.
Yeah, thank you.
Obviously, he was right the whole time.
Appreciate it.
Uh,
Anything else to say about this?
No, I don't have anything else. We can move on to another green-white commander, Tolsimir, Friend to Wolves.
Friend of Wolves.
315. There's actually another one I mentioned. This is a restrictive build around here, but this restrictive build around is what makes this so fun. This deck ends up.
We built this deck.
We did build this deck, and it's really cool, and it would be super fun to play.
And whenever it's a 3/3 that makes it 3/3. Whenever a wolf enters, you gain 3 and it fights.
Yeah,
you make Death Touch wolves, you make token wolves, you make nonsense amount of wolves, you make your wolves indestructible. Gain a bajillion life, use Aetherflux Reservoir, because why not?
Yeah, Aetherflux Reservoir works cool in this deck. It's a cool. You also get to play the M20 wolf. That's cool. That flashes in at the end of turn.
Oh yeah, Night Ambusher.
That wasn't around when we made the deck.
No, it was not.
But you get to play that cool thing now.
You might even play Wicked Wolf.
Ooh, Wicked.
It's a 4/4 indestructible that fights twice.
It fights twice.
It fights.
Maybe if you put some more food in the deck, if you really want.
You just need the one.
Throwing a golden egg.
Yeah, throw in a golden egg.
Wicked Wolf doesn't make his food.
Oh shoot, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, Wicked Wolf just doesn't.
Forget it. That card sucks.
That card's not
I don't
very-
even want to deal with it. All right, Slowbad. Goblin Tinkerer. I was waiting to get to Slowbad. But Slowbad is a beloved Magic character. Because he's like the nicest guy ever.
Slowbad. We're just gonna go over his story for the.
Oh, yeah.
for-
Oh, yeah.
His deck. Let's just talk. We'll talk about everything else real quick. His deck isn't very good because
He's good. He's annoying.
he's a sack outlet for artifacts.
Yeah.
And he helps protect other artifacts.
Right.
He's not bad. He's just.
He's
Deck
okay.
is whatever. There's nothing really too. There's a lot of these mono red artifact commanders going around.
Yeah, all right.
So he's nothing too special. His art is fine.
Story though.
Story's so good. He is a planeswalker.
He had a spark. He was best buds with Glissa, who was also No, did not have a spark. Glissa was never a planeswalker.
No.
But he was best buds with her.
She's corrupted.
And, well, now she is, but she wasn't back then. She and him went to stop Memnarch at the heart of Mirrodin. He was doing some nonsense with the suns. Glissa awakens the green sun, and then she gets knocked out, and Slowbad spark ignites because Memnarch's screwing with stuff, and then Slowbad gives up his spark and dies so that everyone on Mirrodin can live.
I think Glissa died. I think he brings back Glissa.
Maybe that too.
By giving up his
oh,
spark.
no. She's one of the people that died. Everyone dies. I think he gives up his spark and / his life.
To save.
No! He gives up his... It's even worse. He gives up his spark, and then he gets killed by the people he saved.
No, he comes out... Well, he was exiled by the goblins.
Yeah, and the goblins who he saved killed him.
Yeah.
Absolutely brutal. Poor little guy. I love Slowbad.
Slowbad also... Yeah, he comes out... The comment on the card says... Glissa says, I always jokingly said you were exiled for being too smart. Now I know why you never laughed.
Yeah.
Because he was actually exiled for being too smart. The goblins hated him.
Poor guy.
And he's dead now.
What a sad ending.
It's like something you don't see too much Magic. Good guys always lose.
Good guys always lose?
The good guys never win. Good guys finish last. That kind of thing. Where he did
sad endings?
Yeah, well, I mean, the idea of, like, no matter how much good you do, in the end, it didn't matter.
It mattered. He saved everybody.
But for him, it didn't. He just died.
He died knowing he saved. No, the net is positive. It was just a sad, like, tragedy.
He did.
Elspeth's ending wasn't super sad. It was just tragic. It was unfortunate. It's not like she didn't do good.
She got wrecked by
yeah.
the weapon that she used.
Cheap shot. Grothama. Alldevouring. This guy wants you to team up and fight himself so you can draw a bunch of cards equal to the damage you deal to him. This card is so weird.
I know what sucks about this card. Blasphemous Act is in this format. Someone casts Blasphemous Act, they draw 13 cards.
That's hilarious.
They're just going to win, most likely.
A Soar steals. I was wondering if it was a creature.
Yeah, it's a source. So however much damage the source is dealt to him, you draw the many cards. So
I'm not worried about that. You just have sack outlets in play. This deck would just have sack outlets for that.
What to sacrifice?
I'd play High Market in this deck.
You just want to make
just
sure.
In case they're going to do something crazy like that. You're like, okay, no thanks for that. You want to be the one to make your guys indestructible and then just deal a bajillion damage to them.
Also, how cool is the Alldevouring?
It's very much an end boss in like a dungeon. It has that vibe to it.
He's huge. The art's not
great.
The art's fine. It's not terrible, but it's just not that great.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
it's a 6. We give it a 6. We talk down upon it, and it's a 6.
It's still above average.
It is above average.
Sapling of Kolfanor. Kolfanor is like this scheming tree folk who dies but plants himself into a sapling. Sapling grows up. It's indestructible. Cares about toughness. So your black-green toughness matters. Like this is so much more of a 99 card these days. Power creep is real.
There's so many more toughness matters commanders.
Compare this to Ikra Shadiki. The card's way better.
Such a weird name, Ikra Shadiki.
The Usurper. Even a weirder title.
She's just the Usurper.
Usurp is such a great word.
It is. I do like the word.
It makes me think of you slurp.
You think you slurper.
You know, you slurp. Use somebody's role as Santa.
You slurp her. Slurper. I barely know her.
Ah, great joke. Great joke. Darian, King of Keldor. 6 mana 3/3, but when you take damage, make them any 1/1s.
This is one of those random guys that's super good in a deck or in a creature meta. Which is like
where all you have is creatures smashing into each other.
So it's just like who wants to attack you for like 20 when you get 21 ones.
I wish you could play the pain lands, but you have to play stuff like Ancient Tomb, really good in this deck. Tarnished Citadel deals 3 to you. I don't know how you can keep that up. You have to balance the deck, but that's 3 soldiers for nothing.
Brass.
City of Brass.
City of Brass. Yeah.
I don't think Mana Confluence works because it's damage specifically.
It is damage specifically, and that's loss of life.
Card is definitely cool. It's just a little expensive for my tastes. Feels harder to reliably get that army.
Yeah, it's super unreliable. I don't want to pay 6 mana for this guy and just have him die to like a swords. That feels horrible.
And it doesn't mean every 6 mana commander is bad.
No.
His impact is very low.
You have to have people attacking you most of the time because you're not going to be doing too much damage to yourself.
And even that deterrent doesn't make a great card.
Yeah, it's not. It's just not that great of a card. It's
just cool because he's the king.
King.
Recce, the history of Kamigawa. This story is weird.
No, this story is great. He's
weird.
He's like knows everything about Kamigawa.
the entire history is tattooed on him.
And he tattoos it on himself. But, okay, the art is terrible at depicting the idea of him. He just doesn't have enough tattoos on him.
How old is Comic Guy? Like 6 weeks?
I know. He should be covered in tattoos. Like, there should be...
His skin should be ink colored. And you should see blotches of skin through it.
That'd be way cooler. Like, that's what he should look like, because he's tattooed, like, a whole history.
He just looks like a hipster with, like... Yeah, it says creativity in Chinese on the side there.
It says water.
This is water because somebody once told me that my soul flows like water. I thought that was really cool, really deep.
But he has, like, 5 tattoos on him, and it's just...
No, it's really weird. But I think the story's weird for me because it's uncomfortable. After he died, it says the monks spent years transcribing the tattoos. You just have this dead, decomposing old man.
Also, he doesn't... How slow did he decompose?
I don't know. Or did you jot it all down quick on a paper and then had to decompose that into something else? I don't know. It just makes me uncomfortable thinking about...
It was weird that you used the word decompose again.
Transcribing a dead man's tattoos.
It is kind of weird.
He's old.
This is Mono Green Legends. Not very strong.
Planeswalkers are legendary, so that's why he costs a lot of money now.
Does he?
At least $5. More than he should be. Yeva, Nature's Herald, a much better mono green commander because it gives all your green creatures flash.
And she herself has flash.
4 mana 4/4. Once again, this is an effect. The smaller you make it, I don't care about the body. I want it on a 1 mana 1/1.
Give me a 1 mana 0/1, I'll take.
Yeah, seriously. Anything that I want my creatures to have flash.
Oh, it'd be so strong. The smaller she is, the better she gets. You're right. So if this is like a 1 mana card, it's insane.
It's so good. But as it stands, very good card anyway. Good for Elf Ball. Good for big fatties, flashing them in, saving them from sorcery speed board wipes.
Yeah, you can just use flashing away with symbiote to save something.
She has 5. She's just a rock solid card.
Rock solid.
Seriously, good job, Yeva. Good job.
Good job, Yeva.
Yeva. I like Yeva.
Yeva.
This is a card I remember I played in Duels of the Planeswalkers.
I also did. I remember that card.
But I more remember her Yeva's Herald, which was a 3 mana 2/2 that gave something +2/+2 when it entered.
That card's much worse.
Yep, but if it has flash, it's a combat trick. Gotcha.
Woo!
I always said gotcha, and the AI would say nothing.
Would you say that to the AI? Or are you just lying? Are you making it?
You'll never know.
I think I do. Massacre Girl, 308. Why is this a legend?
That name. She is the Massacre Girl.
It doesn't seem like a legendary card to me.
Why couldn't this have just been Hekara? Hekara is a person who exists who's supposed to be this badass crazy killer anyway.
What?
Why not just staple her name onto it, and then it would be, from the book. That's so cool.
Or why didn't they put Rat's name on it?
Rat is the Massacre Girl?
Yeah, she's running around killing a ton of things, and like no one can stop her.
They're not people. She kills robot zombies.
Yeah, but
Tony Stark is a murderer because he killed 85,000 faceless aliens. It's not the same.
I mean, that's what they want you to think, even though he is. That's exactly what Disney wants.
He's so cool.
He's so cool. He's
Iron Man.
He's only killed thousands of people and aliens.
Genocide.
I don't like this card at all, personally.
I think it's really cool.
If I could shove this card down the list, I would. I just want to stop it down. I don't like it.
Oh, I thought you meant stop on the card.
No, I want to stop it down the list.
The card doesn't have feelings.
308?
That's so high.
It is high, considering I don't like the card.
I think it's interesting to have a board wipe on a commander. How many commanders board wipe?
Another one on this list.
What's not cool about it, though?
I don't know. The card is so boring to me. I think the fact that it's a copy of a Hearthstone card bugs me.
It is?
More. It is. Hearthstone had the same thing where it dealt 1 to each creature, then if a creature died, it dealt 1 again.
Did it count itself?
No.
Well, that makes me less excited, but it has nothing to do with the context of Magic. This card is unique. This card is interesting in terms of what it provides to the table, and I think we can move on.
Yeah.
To one of the best duos ever on a Magic card. Possibly the best duo.
Gissa and Geralf. They're brother and sister, and they argue on the flavor text.
They just can't get along. They're fighting off Emrakulized madness zombie hordes. And they're quipping.
That's my new favorite. Emrakulized.
Yeah, Emrakulized. They're just quipping. It's like, these guys are so gross. Like, almost as gross as you.
Yeah,
really? You're fighting with a shovel and a pitchfork against Eldrazi, and you can't just stop fighting.
Why does he have a pitchfork?
That's his thing.
What's
he supposed to use? He's a thinker, not a fighter.
Yeah,
she's got her classic shovel. If she was Steve in Stranger Things got the bat, she's got the shovel.
Yeah, she's a necromancer, and he's a like a stitcher.
Stitcher, yeah, very different. He stitches dead things together. She raises dead things.
Yeah, she can raise it dead with magic. He does it through science.
Yeah, he uses science and mathematics, which is way cooler. But
what a nerd.
They just can't get along.
They're really cool. The art is butt on this card.
The art is not great. The effect is cool. I like a blue-black zombies commander. It's not a zombie, which is interesting.
There's just better zombies commanders also.
There's a lot of good zombies commanders. Usually they're in 3-color. I think the problem is it's 2-color.
No, there's only one good one in 3-color.
Sidisi's pretty okay.
Oh, Sidisi's also good.
She's fine.
Sidisi was...
It's a different type of deck.
It can just be a good stuff commander.
Yeah. Trustani, Celestia's Voice. One of my first commander decks. I love this card. 4 mana, 2/5, populates, but also whenever a creature enters, you gain life equal to its toughness.
I feel like this card lost some points only because I feel like if we're playing this, now you just want to be playing the new Naya guy.
Geared?
Yeah, whenever
No, it's way different.
I don't feel like it is that much different.
There's so much heavier life gain theme in here. Can't put Aetherflux Reservoir on your Geared deck.
That's true.
Maybe not put it in here either. I don't know. I really, really enjoy this deck. There's something about it.
I mean, it's just a big tokens deck.
It's not even that powerful, and I don't think this card's powerful very much.
I know another thing is really cute with this deck. You can play the card where you pay life to put X counters on the artifact.
Phyrexian Processor.
That's tap sweet. It, put out that big token, gain all
break even. Now you can populate that huge thing, gain 25 life. That's where you get your Aetherflux Reservoir goodness from.
Yeah, that's still it's not that good, but
it's fine.
This
deck is cute, I think.
Cute is a good word. Rather than good, it is a cute deck. Art's fine.
You want a cute deck? Draw new Lich Lord, baby. Have your sack outlets on hand for this bad boy because you will lose the game if he takes damage. But he can tap to give things flashback.
Blasphemous Axe is in this format, and this is the second time it's come up.
Why? This is the list of commanders that don't want to be Blasphemous active.
Well, you lose a game if
sacrifice 13 permanents. You need your high market, and you need your carrion feeders. Get them all out. Bounce this back to your hand. Do not let them destroy it.
At least the other one, Blasphemous Act, they draw 13. You haven't lost the game.
No, but I'd rather not sacrifice all my lands.
Sacrifice everything you own, you lose. That means you lose.
But I love this card. I think the art is so cool. The orange backdrop on the dark silhouette. I really like this card. I'm not going to play it. It's just a little expensive for my taste. 5 mana, and then you got to untap. Yeah. That's usually not the type of commander I like playing.
He's got a really interesting story where he teamed up with people to fight the Phyrexians.
Really?
But then he zombified the one and turned his back on them. And he then, the guy said, no. He told the court that he did it. And then he's like, well, technically he killed him, which was true because he killed her, who was zombified. Who
was supposed to follow that? She told him, but he killed her. And they said that one guy. I have no idea. But for those who do, you're like, yeah, that's a great story.
That's a fine story. It was interesting. And then he was time shifted. And they think it's suspected that he did it himself to avoid his death.
Time shifted?
Yeah, the time shift.
He ran through the portal?
No, there was a lot of things that happened that made people move forward to
cool.
Post-apocalyptic time.
Good for him. This next card, I just totally love. Dragon Lord Dromoka.
You sound so unenthused.
I sounded drunk, actually, when I was thinking about it. But I love this card. It's a 5/7 lifelink. They can't cast spells in your turn. That's such a strong effect in Commander. Getting a silence on your turn. It just feels safe. It can't even be countered.
Yeah. Counter spells aren't going to be getting at you. I mean, if you have a combo,
what do you want to do? You want a combo? You want to give this haste and suit it up, maybe? There's a couple different ways you can go.
You're suiting up your Dromoka.
Why not? It's already 5 power.
It's already got 7 toughness, too.
Maybe reverse it. Fight, do, butt power matters. 3 hits, you're done.
Fight, do, butt powder matters.
Butt powder matters? Ew.
Darn it.
Nasty. We will forever soil this card that I love with butt powder. And we can't undo it. Do you have any comments on Dragon Lord Dromoka besides the art is amazing?
He hates.
She hates. She?
How?
This list is all female.
How could I ever know that a dragon with no features at all is a female? I didn't really read the lore.
Read the story. I like the story because she likes the Abzan fighters, but she doesn't want them talking to their ancestors. She thinks it's perverse, I think, or something like that.
She wants them to. It says she wants them to give up their ancestors to join a new family.
Yeah, and I know there's a moment where Dagatar smashes the amber scepter thing, which connects them to their ancestors in front of her,
He's a
thus destroying the Abzan clan.
no.
My favorite color combination.
They're gone.
They never existed, basically.
They never existed.
Borderline, yeah.
Abzan has never existed.
Oh, man. Well, now they... Okay. Bleh. Abe Halfheart, Goblin Tactician, is next. Everybody but me. Charge!
This guy's,
Great tactics, buddy.
I love this guy. He's just a coward who his tactics are always everybody go in and I'm gonna sit back here and you guys do that.
Apparently it works. He's the tactician.
He's 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 just a coward. He just sends everyone else in and doesn't fight.
Very funny card. Doesn't do much else, honestly.
No, not really. The art's actually surprisingly good on this card.
Yeah. We like the flavor of it. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Enough said.
There's no deck to be talked about here. Child of Avalara. Okay.
There's hardly a deck to be talked about here.
Okay, can I talk about this real quick? Why is a Child of Avalara a baby? It doesn't make sense.
It's produced from the Maelstrom, I want to say.
It is.
The shard convergence is like, makes this energy and is pouring into this one form. And it's a baby?
Why is it a baby? Okay.
You're telling me it's a baby?
Child of Avalara is more of a metaphorical term.
Yeah, it's not actually a baby. It was not birthed by the plane.
But instead, it looks like a baby. I think that
Super bizarre.
I don't know if that was the art direction given to the guy.
It had to be.
That's so weird.
They don't just say draw whatever you want. It has to look like a child.
It's so weird.
Very, very weird.
I
It
just-
could have looked like anything, and I would understand. Child of Lara. Yeah, it was born from the Maelstrom.
Board wipe on a creature. Get your sack out.
But it has to go to the graveyard.
You do have to put it in the graveyard, which is a little sad. But
This just seems unfun to me. Not because it's a board wipe, just because it goes to your graveyard. And then
It destroys
five color decks feel unfun to me, inherently. I don't know why. I think it's because you have too many options. There's too much good stuff to play. There's not enough. Hardly any of these commanders have any synergy. This synergy is you can wipe the board again. I want something real like his name's not Will. Kenrith is a really cool 5-color commander.
But he still has no synergy.
No, you can build around him a lot better.
Oh,
You
but-
at least can have things to do. You can pick a couple of those and go, I'm going to do that thing. And you can play things like Training Grounds and Biomaster's Familiar, reduce it. And the theme is group hug, too.
Ish. I mean,
Very much.
he doesn't even have to be group hug at all.
We did see a non-group hug deck, and it was the Trample and Haste was strong.
Trample
Just playing him as a 6-mana 5/5 haste, gives all your dudes haste, it's pretty strong.
1 mana red, give everything haste is
That's
really
probably
good.
the best part of that card if you're trying to play competitively.
I mean, even not competitively, like giving your other opponents haste and saying, "Hey, don't attack."
I mean,
me.
trying to win. Competitive is that I'm trying to attack you.
Well,
That's good.
that's not necessarily competitive. We try to attack
Well,
everyone without playing competitive.
Non-competitive is group hug. Competitive as in I'm competing in this game to win.
Did you not see our group hug deck? We had ways to win. Also,
Way to win.
we are not even talking about this card at all.
Because it's so boring.
Child of Avalara.
There's too many 5-color commanders. I don't want to wrap my head around almost any of them.
He's one
And
of
this
the
one
first-
is just a lame poop deck.
Child was one of the first ones.
This was one of the first ones, and I still barely care.
Fair enough.
Moving on.
We have Ojutai, Soul of Winter.
Man, how did this outrank Dragon Lord Dramoka? What is
3-0
happening?
3-0-1. Get over it, you
I'm
puppy
grumpy.
babies.
I love that card.
Because this one's cooler. Ojutai's got a cooler story than Dramoka.
Yeah, Ojutai is basically a dragon ninja.
Wow.
How awesome is that? It's super. But this card is very bad.
Dragon Ninja sounds so cool.
Yeah, when you say it like that. He's a martial arts he teaches martial arts. He's a dragon. He's that schmuck who owns the karate studio, but he's a dragon.
Ugh.
Way cooler.
You know what the trouble is? You're in blue-white dragons with this deck.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
And the effect is horrible, and it's 7 mana. Uh-oh.
I mean, no. The effect is good if blue-white dragons was plausible. So say you had
It is, though, honestly. There's enough changelings at this point.
But if you had a real curve and you could really play enough of them, like you can say it is, but you don't have any good ones.
There's not really too many good red dragons, to be fair. There's like 6.
You could tap down a lot of permanents if you were attacking.
Well, dragons aren't very good, but assuming you have the fighting force, you can tap down things, but that's only good in 1v1. Not saying it's bad in 4 players, just there's too much to keep track of.
There's too much to
Too many threats to check, and it doesn't check them for that long. Ugh, this card is bad. Ojutai is just such a cool character over Dramoka, sadly.
Yeah, the art is also good on this card.
I do like the art. Soul of Winter is a cool name.
It's a cool name. Being the whole soul of
The
Winter?
whole season?
The whole season?
Works with Frost Breath, too, because they breathe ice. The
Yeah.
whole winter thing, that's why
Yeah, that's something
you
they
get it.
I feel like they overuse that though.
What?
That's something that the tapping down is always
Ice? That's
Ice.
cool. Queen of Ice, Frost Breath, Ojutai's Breath,
fire is always
Frost
direct
Link,
damage.
Frost Lynx. Hold on. Frost Titan. Can we name any more? Creeping Chill. Can we keep going?
No, there's definitely more.
Chill of Foreboding. I think that mills people. Oh, streak's over.
It's just over. Game over. Going on to 300, we have Wafa.
Hazid.
Wafa Hazid.
Profiteer.
Uh,
Bribery counters.
he just bribes everyone. That's all he ever does. He wants to.
He's a one-trick pony.
He also wants to be more than he is. Like he pretty much wants to be like royalty.
Oh, he aspires to rank higher.
He does. Like,
Good for him. It's good to have dreams,
I mean,
even if your card's not good at all.
all he does is bribe people. And
I don't want my opponents to draw cards unless I'm playing group hug, and then I don't want to have this annoying. Now your creatures can't do anything. It wasn't really worth giving them a card because they're just gonna be mad at you.
Now, he's the Eddie Guerrero of MTG.
Explain.
He lies, he cheats, and he steals. So he's obviously the Eddie Guerrero
Fight
of
for
Magic.
custody of little children.
In ladder matches only.
Okay, great.
But he just bribes Rey Mysterio to take a knife.
Wrestling reference from not even in the past 15 years.
It's like so old.
Is it from the 90s? Early 2000s?
His son is now a 20-year-old getting beat up by Brock Lesnar.
Wrestling references. Makea of the old ways is $2.99, and she wants you to play no non-creature spells. You should probably play a few, but she doesn't like it.
You're probably
She
playing
disapproves.
35 to 50 creatures in this deck. On the short end of the stick.
I feel good at 50, 38, 36 lands, 50. No, let's go with 60.
60? Woo!
You just want Makea. You want to spam it.
Alright,
All
fair.
your ramp spells are going to be in the form of creatures, for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And then you play one Primal Storm, Primal Surge.
And you just play like Beast Whisperer, Soul Harvester to draw your
Yeah,
cards.
this deck builds itself, which is why I've never even tried.
It's boring.
I feel like this is a deck you can build in 5 minutes, and those decks I stay away from.
It'd be fun, but it also is boring in a lot of ways.
I don't think it's very fun. It's not necessarily always fun. It's fun to get away from if you have too many spells decks, maybe try out something like this, but it's not fun to go, you can't play half of Magic spells. No Planeswalkers, no Instants, no Sorceries, no Enchantments, no Artifacts.
Just play a bunch of big old creatures.
Yeah, very much back to basics Gruul deck.
Isn't Nikya like friends with Brad or something in the story?
I don't remember her mentioned. She's got really cool hair.
Who's the person that's friends with Brad then? From the Gruul?
Her dad / stepdad.
Yeah,
I don't think he has a name or a card.
whatever.
I feel like everyone that Weissman wrote into the story that Wizards didn't expressly say they're in the story is never going to exist.
Fair enough.
Exposition Machine, and everyone related to the Exposition Machine is probably just not going to be a card.
298. We have
Awesome name.
Torgar, Famine Incarnate.
It's the incarnation of famine. Are you hungry? It's because of him.
It's only because I
Only because of this guy. Cut somebody's life in half.
no, not cut somebody's life in half. This is much different. If someone is at 2,242 life,
Oh, yeah.
you set them to 20.
No. 20, please. Or if you're at 1 life, 20.
Yeah, you can make it into a gain life spell. It's versatile.
It's a weird one-time sack outlet, too, where you can sack all the creatures you want. It avoids commander tags, which I like a lot.
Yep, you're gonna be. This is gonna be some tokens, some aristocrat type effects.
It looks boring on the surface, but I think the more you delve into it and see what the deck looks like, the cooler it is.
Yeah. Cards like Wound Reflection kill people
Oh, baby! Because
from full life.
changing their life total still counts as gaining or losing. If you double your life total, you gain 40 life. If you half your life total, you lose 20. So, Wound Reflection, KO somebody.
They have to be at full life and have taken 0 damage.
If you have enough
But still,
creatures and sack outlets, you just keep putting people at 20. Multiple turns, and then Wound Reflection just kills everybody.
just get them. Get there. We have Savra, Queen of the Golgari. I think this is the last one of our. We want you to play
Black
both
spells and
black
green spells.
Yeah, it's a weird cycle that they went with in the original Ravnica.
Very, very medium card. Cool in lore. She tricks some people. She manipulates some people. She gets to power. She's one of the bad guys of the whole story.
Art is
Her
re-
and Momir, right? And Lazav, I think, are 3 of the baddies going on.
I think Lazar's coming up in a little bit, actually, now that you mention him.
Wow.
Wow. Art's really good in this card.
Art's great. I like the style.
It's got a nice style. It's cool.
Very bread and butter sack outlet deck. I don't know how much we need to talk about the same deck over and over, especially since I want to say almost save it for the better versions of these cards.
I mean, there's a lot more to talk about the better versions because those decks
For sure, there's specific cards I want to talk about.
These decks aren't just like any. There's nothing special about.
It can be the same 99. I just don't feel sacrificing creatures. That's it. That's the only draw of playing this.
This next deck's kind of interesting.
Thantis the Warweaver.
The Warweaver, 296.
6 mana 5/5. Everything's got to attack, and then she gets bigger when stuff attacks.
So you were saying it was some sort of flavor fail before about this card. But it's not getting. So you said it was them getting caught in the web makes them go crazy, but it's not. It's a smell. The web has a smell. It says aroma on the card.
That's dumb.
So when she makes a web, it has a smell. Well, no, it's cool. So she makes a web. It has a smell that comes out of it that makes people like enraged. So they end up running around and running directly into her web.
Is that why she gets bigger?
She eats them.
But it doesn't trigger when they die. It triggers when they attack.
I think it's the idea that they get caught in their web. I think maybe it should be when they die, but they're getting caught in their web.
Okay.
Anything
it's not a very exciting card.
Well, I guess anything attacking you is caught in their web because she set up a web for you.
Thanks, Thantis.
Yeah, so anything that's attacking you runs into a web, making her stronger.
Yeah, she has vigilance too. It's kind of a boring card. The power is there. I see the power.
I kind of like this card. I think it's a really interesting card, and there's probably some cards I'm not thinking of that. This is one of those decks where if it was higher on the list, we'd probably talk about it more in depth. There's some cards that like would only go in a deck like this.
I like that there's a Goad deck, but they kind of remade the Goad deck.
This is a
and
cool
now
one.
they want it to be a Naya.
This one's cooler.
This is definitely cooler, and I don't think it's that cool.
Because it forces attacks.
It forces them. I hate the name of this card. I don't want to read it. Can you read it? Something about this name just bugs me.
Hygor?
Higure.
Maybe
read it.
Hygor, the Still Wind?
It just rhymes with figure, and I don't know why that bugs me beyond belief, but it just does.
That is, but the Still Wind is one of the coolest names ever. The idea that like, it's so cool.
Is it?
He got a name for coolness.
Because he's a freaking ninja that tutors up other ninjas, dude.
The Still Wind is a cool name.
I just can't get past Higure.
Because I imagine he's moving so fast that he's...
Like, doesn't even affect the wind?
No.
There's no aerodynamics?
Like, I don't know. I imagine he's moving so fast that, like, he's past you and then you get hit by the breeze.
Oh, like an anime thing?
So cool.
Where he slices and then you're just like, everything's fine, and then you fall.
That's not an anime thing. That's just a bad movie thing.
No. You know, they run past each other and they both hit each other and they're fine. And they're, like, breathing and then they fall over. That type of thing?
No, the best thing...
That was also in the second most recent Predator movie.
I think of the Resident Evil thing, where the grid, it goes at him and
it chops him into
pieces and they stand
like,
there and he's like.
But then the eye is the worst, where his eye falls into cubes.
It's just silly and
that whole franchise is garbage, but it's enjoyable garbage.
I don't even enjoy it.
I do. You tell me you don't. We reference it all the time.
That doesn't mean I enjoy it.
It's probably the third Resident Evil Cube reference on this channel.
I referenced that thing specifically and barely anything else.
Honestly, it's just dumb.
Because we literally had, like, me and a friend had a running joke just with it where we would pretend to chop each other and then, like, 3 days later we go, uh-oh.
Literal days. You just fall.
No, literal years.
You fall over.
We still do it, and we haven't done it in, like, 5 years now. So we still do. So
someone's going to fall over.
I don't know if we're running out of them.
Power. It certainly doesn't matter. Power's low. Effect is low. Ninjutsu doesn't really work from the command zone. Right? Right? Moving on. Talking about early Kamardu commanders. You gotta be talking about Teriel, Reckoner of Souls. She gets something back from an opponent's card randomly. And I've selected you randomly, but she always gets back Toby. Okay, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That's random. You like that?
Yeah, I did like that.
Thank you.
I'm still laughing at...
I got you. Untapped synergies. This card is very, very slow. It doesn't have haste. It's not even super strong when you do it. You don't get a choice. You're going to need to surgically choose what's in their graveyard with exile effects or just go for fun.
Ooh. You know what's... This card is really, really, really good with a card that you can't play in the deck.
What?
The card that whenever a creature enters, untap all creatures.
Intruder Alarm?
It'd be insane with Intruder Alarm, but you can't play Intruder Alarm in the
But
deck.
if Intruder Alarm is being played, you still profit.
Oh, absolutely insane. That's you
pretty
literally
sweet.
get every creature out of the graveyard. And put it
That
on the
is
field.
so cool. For 0 mana.
Yeah. But unfortunately, you can't play that card in your deck.
Wah, wah.
It's
What do you think about her besides her awesome art? And she's fun.
I think the randomness is really fun. Like, just be like, I hope I get that Grave Titan. Oops!
Here's the problem with-
Viscera.
Problem with me is I want fun commanders very cheap. I want a very cheap effect. I want this to be 4 mana for a 2/4 with the same effect. Because it's just not good. Why do they prohibit you playing it by making it so expensive?
You're just not good. You're just not good.
We're just going to reference The Office.
apparently, Teriel is the Office commander.
The Office commander. If you want to make Office references, apparently Teriel is what
Any, mini, miny, mo, that's random.
selected you randomly. We're almost done, and this list is blowing by. Who's next?
293, we have Lazar, Demir, Mastermind. Okay, the first thing I want to message about this man, he is the worst character in the World of the Spark novel. It's so...
It goes Rat and then him. And Saheeli removed the zipper, unzipped the zipper, and it was Lazar the whole time, and it impacts the story none. It just goes...
And we
oh,
never find out what happened to any of the characters.
while they weren't being Lazar.
The only thing that Lazar does useful is he disguises himself as Chandra.
He's a shapeshifter who diverts Dovin's attention, and Chandra goes, bucket sand, and blinds him. And then he runs away like a little baby.
She does burn out his eyes, doesn't she?
Bucket flames.
She like literally burns out his eyes. It's really gruesome. I just thought about that. He's blind now.
There's eye magic. They have it in Harry Potter. She fixes his glasses. Fixes eyeballs. But Lazar has hexproof, which is so good. And he's going to become a copy of whatever creature gets milled, basically, of your opponents.
Yeah,
This card can be strong.
he's fine.
I have no problem with this man.
The other Lazar is much better, but this one's cool.
The new one, the 2-mana one? Mm-hmm. I was going to say there's only 2 Lazars.
Yeah, there was only 2 Lazars. I just want to talk about his dumb story.
Terrible story.
We'll talk about it again.
Cool mill deck.
It's a fine. Yeah, it's a fine mill deck. He also wants you to play spot removal.
Yeah, what would actually happen right now if I just was our friend Nick the whole time? Like, it wouldn't actually matter at all.
It'd be so weird.
You just go, oh, okay.
Especially,
I know Saheeli. She was acting like Saheeli. Can Lazar mimic voices too?
yeah,
I don't know.
but it never matters. He would just be a character that didn't matter the whole time. So it's like this character that wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was him.
Vraska was actually Raul Zarek for 5 minutes. Okay,
But it didn't matter.
great. Kind of feels like a Doctor Who twist.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know that was an established rule, and I don't care.
Yahenni, Undying Partisan, 292.
This is your sack out commander. I love this card.
This is a really good sack outlet in the command zone. A really good
When
one.
your opponent's creatures die, she gets bigger. She gets herself indestructible. You play all the destroy board wipes, and she never dies.
She avoids board wipes, and also she can get big fast.
And turns out when you board wipe and she gets indestructible, she's unblockable.
Actually, this isn't even a she. It's a they.
It's my turn. check myself.
Yeah, the Etherborns don't have genders.
They are. I forget if it was gender neutral or non-binary. I'm gonna say non-binary.
Okay, it's, yeah.
They
those.
call everybody darling, which is very condescending. I don't like it.
Do they?
Yeah, they go. The fight's here, darling. Like this is the last straw, darling. It's like, ugh, stop doing that.
Art's really good. I think the Etherborns are a cool race of vampires.
Have you ever seen the art on Die Young? It is amazing. The whole concept is amazing. They party hardy because they're gonna die early, and then it's really sad when they go.
No, and
They're made of energy and they fade away.
Their funerals are parties.
Yeah, they have to be, because there's so many of them.
Yeah, they just have a party instead of.
They live for a week or two, and I love Gonti too, because Gonti is dabbling with his mortality. He keeps trading out hearts and getting new ones and trying to live forever.
Is that what Gonti's in?
Super
That's
cool.
cool. I actually didn't know that about Gonti.
That's why there's Gonti's machinations, which steals energy from your opponents. Right? Whenever
Isn't
you
there
take
Gonti's Ether Heart?
Aether Heart gets energy, and you take an extra turn. So he like replaces it. He gets an extra heart.
Oh, that's really flavorful.
Yeah,
I didn't
super
know
cool.
that about him.
Super cool. The Aetherborn are all trying to do that. I think Yahenni is one of the ones that can do it too. Some of them can steal energy from other people instead of just die. So she's a vampire. She sucks up the energy.
Yeah, and at every single funeral, they play the song "Die Young" by the band Perry.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say what's that? What's the one? The horse band is just called Funerals. Funeral.
Yeah, that sounds better. No,
That song's really good.
I like both those songs.
What are other bad songs?
About funerals? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Who cares?
I thought you did.
Funeral songs, whatever. The last one.
291. Samut, Voice of Dissent. Okay, she looks badass on this card, and then on the rest of her cards, she looks so boring.
Talk about how cool is it when a character ascends to Planeswalker Hood? And this was like, oh, that's what she does now. Huh. She sucks.
If we had a 3-step block where we could actually follow a character through 2 stories and watch them turn on the last one, it was actually interesting, which we just don't get that.
How about Narset? Narset was pretty cool.
Narset is interesting.
I didn't necessarily see it coming either, but then once the rules established, although I didn't really see Samut coming, I was just kind of, oh.
I just think I didn't care about Samut.
This card is so cool because it's a beating. She's so good. She has like 85 abilities. They're all relevant. Gives your creatures haste. She has double strike. Untap a creature.
She was unbeatable and limited.
She's unbeatable and limited. That makes a card cooler for me.
If they're unbeatable and limited?
Yeah, because...
So how cool is Glorybringer?
Builds the card up a little bit. I mean, Glorybringer's kind of cool.
No, it's not.
There's a coolness. There's a big bad feeling to it.
Ugh.
This is a neat... I think if you want to build a Samut deck, I would go Human Tribal. He's a really good Humans Tribal commander.
There's a lot of ways to go with the deck. I think
so many. So open.
And that's one of the fun things. Building this deck would be fun.
This deck does not build itself in 5 minutes. You can go infinite ways with it.
Oh, so many. You can go with an untapped sub-theme.
Untap, you can go with Haste, you can go with Voltron because she has double strike. Flash. She's Flash.
Yeah, random.
Flash
is
and
so good. Flash is so good.
Flash is one of the best abilities on your... to have on a commander?
Flash's haste is really weird combination of things.
I mean, Flash just means they're attacking with anything that would die to her, and you have 5 mana open. They just don't attack you, and they attack somebody else.
Ugh.
Super solid. Good card to end this list with as we jump off and get to thanking the people who make this show possible.
Special thanks to our 27 patrons.
Wowza, that's a lot of patrons. They're on screen right now as it happens.
Yep. Special thanks to y'all. We love you all as much as possible.
They literally make the show happen. And how much do we love them?
We love them as much as we can without making them uncomfortable.
Aww.
If you want to support us and you want to help them out, we're doing... No, hold on. You got to be ready for this.
This is the first time we're announcing this on the channel.
Yeah.
50 patron goal. What is it?
50 patron goal is... we
spent so long brainstorming this.
50 patrons, and we will do an underwater box opening
of Dragon's Maze.
And we'll be opening a full box, recording it underwater, and we'll do our play-by-play
commentary. That's the next box opening video we're gonna do.
No,
I want to make this happen.
You think it's gonna happen before the next set comes out?
I don't know. I'm pushing people. I want this
so.
to happen so bad. It's very exciting, the prospect of it, because check YouTube. No one's done this before, and this is I feel like it's a big market. A lot of people want it, but no one's seen it, and it kind of escaped everybody's heads. But now we're bringing it back. It's like, hey, I would love to see that.
Yep. So if you want to see that, head over to patreon.com/Nitpicking Nerds and become a patron today.
Yeah, today.
And also, if you want to buy any of these commanders we just put on this list, there's a link in the description. I'm not sure what it leads to, but maybe you'll head to Samut.
Something cool.
Maybe a Samut.
Anything. Even the homepage. But the
TCG
link,
Player.
Yeah, if you want to support the channel, but you don't want to, monthly donate, but you are going to buy cards, you literally just need to click on this link, buy the cards through the link. It's the same as buying them through TCG Player, except we get a kickback on it.
Yeah.
Help out the channel.
Help us out. That would be great. We love all of our viewers, actually.
Absolutely.
We might love our patrons a little bit more because they give us the money to make all this happen.
From the humble 2 a.m. drunk YouTube viewer all the way up to the dedicated fan who comments first on every one of our videos. We love you all equally.
We only have one guy who says first.
I'm saying from this, how many people are drunk at 2 a.m.? Listen to my... That's it. We got to go. Hope this next one is just as exciting. I mean, also send your predictions for number 1. We want to hear.
Oh, yeah. If anyone guesses it, we'll send you whatever.
What are we going to send?
We'll send the number 1 card.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
All right. Peace out.
All right, peace out.